we're already a little behind. I know, right?
That was just, I would love a reunite with the Giants. I really would, but we can't afford it. Like I was saying, there was talks
Why
earlier
is
this
your
week
cap
that,
that bad?
yeah, dude, we have to figure out what's going on with Bradbury,
What
like
and
ASAP.
restructure?
Yeah, or we're not going to be able to sign any of our draft
It's
picks. Like
that
most of our
bad.
draft
Oh
picks,
my god.
it's that bad, dude. So think about it. We got Nate Solder still on our
Yeah,
cap hit,
y'all gotta
for one
release
more
him like
year.
as soon as possible. He
Well, he's already cut, but he's
Oh,
guaranteed.
so he
So
got
like
like
when
4 million of dead cap, right?
yeah, like he's still there hitting the cap. But Bradbury, I think it's like 40 plus mil right now. Like that's where his cap hit
Bradbury, who the
is.
hell
So
is
you
he? Another
just
offensive lineman?
nah, James Bradbury, he's our corner.
Is he good?
He played for the Panthers.
Oh yeah, yeah, I know you're
I
talking
mean,
about.
you know what I mean? But there was talks earlier this week we were gonna trade him to the Ravens for
My
Clark.
bad. For who?
You know what I mean? For Chark.
Chark. That.
Their safety out there.
Yeah, yeah. He's not a safety. He's a
We were gonna
cornerback, right? A nickel cornerback
either way. They were
or
putting him in
slot.
at safety because we don't have any safeties back there. So either way, we were thinking about trading him, but the Ravens can't even afford him right now, so it's not even worth it.
Why? What's you
You
said his
know, Brett,
contract's what?
it's like 40 mil against the cap.
For
So like he's got
a cornerback? I mean, don't get me wrong, cornerbacks
yeah,
do get
he's
super paid, but 40 mil?
against our cap. Yeah, his cap penalty against us right now is 40 mil. So he still has 3 years on his contract, 2 or 3 years left on his contract. So he's still taking that hit.
Damn.
It's tough. I mean, I wouldn't want to be a GM. That's all, because managing
Hey,
them those kind of contracts with those kind of players is
Colbert
just
just did
you're
his
just like, look,
thing. We were in purgatory last year. No, the year before, where it was like
that
so
was the year
bad.
before.
But they
Yeah,
restructured Cam Hayward, they restructured Stephon Tuitt, they restructured Ben, and then
all these vet and then all these veteran guys need to take pay cuts. You know,
a lot of them
that's
don't
how it
want to. Look
rolls.
at Aaron Rodgers. Aaron Rodgers didn't want to take one.
He's a fucking
And they made them,
crybaby,
and
dude.
I don't know if he made them trade it, but Devonte Adams left too because that Aaron Rodgers money. I'm not saying that like you can't have both right now. You can't like that's why the Chiefs also traded. Yeah,
Tyreek.
because you can't have a wide receivers are now demanding 20 plus $1 million, bro. You
Well, that's Devontae Adams' contract. He's the highest paid wide receiver, ain't he?
I think Tyreek passed him out because his Devontae got traded to the Raiders, got the best money, and then Tyreek got traded to the Dolphins and got the best money.
I wouldn't even, yo, to be honest with you, man, Tyreek Hill's good. I give him that, but without that speed,
Yeah,
he ain't getting not
once he
nothing.
becomes
Yeah,
human in like 3 years,
yeah.
it ain't gonna be worth
Like
it.
he once he starts losing a step, and he's got guys like Jalen Ramsey fucking man upping on him, corners that come up and pop you. You know what I mean? Those big 6'1", 6'2",
Yeah, but you
gritty
can't
motherfuckers.
completely say that because look at AB, bro. AB still got the sauce, but you know he's a liability
He's
sometimes.
going through some midlife crisis, man. I wish that man the best of luck in his future endeavors, whatever he goes.
Business is booming.
You know, yeah, like that halftime against the Jets, dude. That was like, damn. Like, is Antonio Brown okay up top? Like, he's just out there.
Personally,
Cool.
I mean, I don't blame him for leaving, but he shouldn't have did it like that
Nah,
because
he should have left
Bruce
at
Arians
halftime.
did
Like,
disrespect the f out of him, like hard body, like oh what the f you doing here? Then you can't go then because he said that he was limited all week in practice, which you can go look at the chart. He was
oh no, yeah, yeah,
his
no, I
ankle was
did.
messed up, and he said like yo like I want to be able like I could do some, but I have to sit out some. That's what he said, but he said two different things. But this is the one that makes sense. I'm pretty sure AB has some sort of like multiple personalities because
Yo, how
what are you gonna say?
I just don't. How do you leave in the middle of a, you know what I mean, in the middle of the
So
game? Like
deuces.
I would
Peace
get
out.
like halftime, like
Peace out.
actual halftime. Right, that nigga came across the field in the middle of a game and deadass said, "Peace the fuck out. I don't want to talk to none of you.
Yeah,
I don't care what anybody has to say. I'm leaving." Some crybaby
he
shit.
really I don't know. AB he could have been one of the most talented people and
I wish the Killer Bees stayed
Me
together.
too.
I like watching them play
Even
football.
Boswell
I like
too, bro.
watching all I like watching all three of them play football together. Like Le'Veon, he was the real deal in Pittsburgh.
Yeah, and
That
then he
was
went to
the
the Jets and threw it. Look what happened
right.
to all their
That was a
careers after
pro
they
running
left.
back.
Besides AB, he did
Yo,
well.
but look at Najee Harris. You literally all you did was draft Le'Veon 2.0. Like
Bro,
Najee Harris is, if not
he's
even better.
Le'Veon plus Jerome Bettison one.
Right. Like I
Even
watched
better.
him run. Dude, he runs hard. I mean, that I give Alabama that. They make good running
Yeah, but not
backs.
all of
Don't
them
ask them for a
transition
good
well to the
quarterback.
league. You
Right,
know what I mean?
exactly.
If
Well, Trent
people don't,
Richardson.
yeah, if Trent Richardson was a Steeler, he would have been good. But because he went to the Browns when the
That,
Browns were the Browns, he wasn't the Colts and had one good year at the Colts, right? Ain't that what happened?
I don't know if that was a decent. I wouldn't call. I mean, he ran for 1,000 yards, so I guess
Yeah, it was a
if
decent year. I
that's
mean,
what you're
look
looking
at
for.
the white guy, Peyton Hillis. He had a historically great season. Was on Madden.
With them same
Yep.
Browns.
And then
With the same
boom,
Browns.
was gone.
Joe Joe Thomas was a wasted talent.
Yeah.
He was
Unfortunately, people are like,
best.
he's great, he's
That,
great. He was great, but no, he was good.
right.
Yeah, does he deserve a gold
He was good.
jacket? Probably. But only because,
Nah, I'm gonna give him a gold jacket
yeah,
100%
but he just
because
didn't
like
win
once
anything. And that, like, I'm not saying winning is
he don't play
everything. But
quarterback,
damn, bro.
he don't play
He didn't
quarterback.
even make a playoff game.
He made Pro Bowls.
Yeah, that's true.
They're individual. You know what I mean? How about the Saints snagging Tyrann
Oh, they
Matthew
got
out of
him? Oh, we
Phillies?
already kind of knew
Yeah,
that
dude.
was what's good. What'd they pay him?
Ah, shit. I don't know
Let
the
me
whole
see.
thing of the contract. I had it written
Honey
down here.
Badger
Hold
contract.
on. Nah, but yo, I knew it was down to. That's why the Eagles didn't draft the safety
He
because
got
they figured, oh,
he got a 3,018 fully guaranteed. I knew it. I knew it was either 17 or 18. He got paid more than Devontae. Or the best
that's a lot.
safety in the nation. What's his name?
Yeah, nah, that's a
Adams.
steep contract. Oh,
Yeah,
Jamal
he
Adams.
was at 17 the highest paid safety. But bro, the safety is so undervalued right now. Like, bro,
Yo, you know what though? You know
what?
what though? Jamal Adams ain't even really a good safety. He's a
He
Swiss
said
Army
the
knife. He
best
needs to play
safety in the
linebacker type.
nation. In the nation.
Nah, he can't play coverage.
He's
He
a
can't
tweener.
cover.
That's what we call him.
Yeah, no, watch his tape,
Yeah.
right? And coming downhill as a linebacker type,
Yeah, of
he could
course.
hit you.
But do you know how much people you could find to do that? How is he that much better? Like, I'm not saying he's not better, but how much different is he really than Terrell Edmonds?
Not much.
Exactly. And guess how much Terrell
Well, yeah,
just resigned for?
I'm
2.5
3.
million. Steal. We stole him. Yeah,
Damn.
Kevin Colbert's that guy.
But yo, doesn't he play? He play. Is that the Edmund? Okay, the Edmonds that's on the Bills. He
Tremaine,
plays
yeah, his
linebacker, right?
brother.
He's in the middle.
His brother.
Yeah,
Twin.
he's the better one, right?
Yeah,
He's
he's technically,
he's the
but
stud.
Terrell's been doing his thing lately. Like the last 2 years, he's been playing well. Like I wanted him back this year. I even tweeted to him, bro, come back for a 1 year deal.
Yeah,
I said, come back on a 1 year deal and then
facts,
get the bag next year, bro. And somebody, Felicia
right?
Edmonds,
Making
liked
money.
it. It could have been his family member. I don't know. It could have been him under a fake profile, but they liked it. And then a week later, he
Reaching
signed.
now, you reach right. I mean,
I told
look,
Deontay the
the
same thing.
Steelers and Mike Tomlin down there, the way they build teams and stuff, they're
It's
like everybody needs to take a page out
It's
of
not
his book.
exact,
Nobody
bro.
speaks
I was just
highly.
arguing with my homie that the Raven because he was like because I was like, yo, bro, the Ravens stole the Steelers' blueprint, hands
Right?
down,
No,
hands down.
look, that AFC North
Everyone stole our
division
blueprint in
though,
that whole division. Young
right?
coach.
But
Yeah,
it was always the Steelers Ravens,
well, the
regardless.
Ravens did go
So
through their
I
hard
mean,
time, but yeah,
right, I could get where your man comes at with that whole, hey, the Ravens this, the Ravens that, because yo, they've always had a good defense,
yeah, but our
regardless of how
blueprint's
good
been
they are.
our blueprint's been set since the '70s, bro. You know what I mean? That's how you know that we're the
That's what I'm
first.
saying. Well, that's what I'm saying.
Run the ball
100%.
30 times a game.
Throw it when you
Throw when
need
you
to.
need to. Make sure you got a quarterback who could make plays when it matters. He doesn't need to be great the whole
Speaking
game,
of
but
quarterback, Pickett's gonna do well in
yeah,
that
the
offense,
more
man.
I look at it, the more I like him, bro.
Yo, that's like they were saying, we were busting on the Giants' second round pick, Wendell Robinson out of Kentucky.
He's a
Bro,
wide receiver,
people,
right?
people, yeah, people are saying that he was ranked like 150 out of the top 200 draft picks, and then other people that actually watched his game tape and went to Kentucky and
Said
seen him
he
play are
was a
saying he's
sleeper on
like,
in the draft.
yeah, like he's like the next Tyreek Hill
Bro,
type. You know what I
Tyreek
mean?
was a
5'8".
or a fourth round pick, right?
That's yeah. He was
Yeah,
down
he was
there.
fourth.
He was
And
down there.
Devontae Adams was a fourth round pick. And AB was a sixth round
Yeah,
pick.
dude. Yeah, well, I know you can find value
You just
late
have to
in
know
this
how to
draft.
develop them.
It's
That's really what it comes down to. You have to know how to develop the wide receiver. You know what I mean? And like,
right, and it also starts with the front office. Like you need the right personnel to come in and actually show those players what it's like to be an adult football player and not a child still.
facts. Well, yeah, we kind of
You
got
know,
one of
like
those guys, Pickens. Before he got injured, he was slated to be like one of the first wide receivers taken this draft, but he got
oh yeah,
injured
yeah.
and it set him back. And
Well, that's who I thought the Giants were
really,
taking right there at that pick. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be him. I thought it was gonna be
yeah,
Pickens.
and he's a thug too. He'll beat you up too. We love
Yeah,
that.
yeah, he's a fighter. Yeah, he's a fighter. He's definitely bad news. How about Justin Ross went undrafted? The kid out of
I
Clemson.
forget who picked
He
him up.
broke it.
The Texans?
Yo,
Oh,
the
the
Chiefs
Chiefs. That's
did.
right.
Don't sleep
Bro,
on that man.
Justin
Do not
Ross was
sleep on
slated to
that
be a
man.
third round pick.
Not even before he broke his neck his freshman year, he was slated to be like the next big thing, like the next Calvin Johnson out of Georgia Tech kind of receiver. He was. I watched him his freshman year. He played in the
I thought
national
he was
championship game. That's where he broke
what's
his
his
neck.
name's brother, but he's not.
No, no,
The
no, no. I
Ross
don't think
from
he's
The
related
other
at all.
Ross from Clemson.
Yeah, the other Ross from Clemson.
422 from
I thought too.
LBC. He's from Long Beach, California.
Mm-hmm. Like I said, there's a lot of value. I mean, the Giants got Bevins, or however you say his last name, the middle linebacker out of Cincinnati, in the fourth round.
Oh
That
yeah.
guy is a tackling
Bro,
machine. Like he just
I
finds
was
the
telling
ball.
everybody, bro, if somebody just drafted everybody from Cincinnati, they would have had the best draft in the NFL. Because everybody from Cincinnati
Like
this year that was a high round caliber player was a beast. Sauce,
they,
Ritter,
no, no doubt.
the middle linebacker, their safety who went in the first, right? Didn't he?
Mm-hmm. Yep, yep, yep. They had a
They had a
safety.
second corner that
They had
went
a
in like the top
quarterback.
four. Oh, my son's
Yep.
crying.
Yep, there you go. Oh, you better go
Nah,
get
he's
him.
good because it's his time. He's probably just crying because he's mad.
No, yeah, I get it. I got a
He'll be
3-year-old
in here
man.
soon
You
to
know,
give me a
they
kiss
they
before he
like
goes to bed. Yeah, he's about to be 3.
they run shit, dog. Get
Oh
ready.
man.
3. They say it's a terrible twos, but anyway, like I said, Justin Ross is a sleeper. Dude, if anybody won the draft, it's the Jets.
Yeah, I know everyone's saying it, but
You can't. I mean, the way they drafted. Okay, don't get me wrong. It's the
yeah,
draft. It's the
yeah, two
Jets.
things. Yeah,
But the 3 players that they did draft have potential to come in and be the studs, dude. Like studs, hand down, like the best players at that position one day.
yeah,
But that's if
but
you
it's
know that's if
yeah.
those
Let's say that's if they could develop them right, and they're okay with playing under the lights. Oh my God.
right. It's New
Yeah,
York.
my son.
It's New York.
But yeah,
Yeah,
we got Calvin Austin the third in the fourth round, and he ran a 4.33 or 4.38, and he's small though. He's like 5'9", but that's okay.
like I was telling you, I was reading articles all week, man, because I figured we were gonna get on this show and talk a lot. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So, but they were saying that like Davis to the Eagles was a reach, bro, at
nah, bro,
14 or
nah,
15.
no.
At one point, he was slated in the
Oh yeah,
top
yeah, yeah, yeah.
seven.
I thought you meant the opposite. I thought you meant like it was a bad pick. No, that was a great pick. The Eagles hit the nail right on the head right there, and he is going to be a monster. He got a year to learn
Yeah,
behind
too
Fletcher
fucking bad he
Cox,
plays.
and
Right. He plays us fucking twice a year, so at least I get to
He,
see that.
it really depended on what you wanted. You know what I mean? It really depended on what the team wanted. Hold on 1 second.
Nah.
My bad, bro. The babies always have to be kissed before bed. You know how we do.
No, I get it. If my daughter was here right now, she'd be all over me. She wouldn't even be
Yeah.
trying to sleep.
He should have been in bed, but
Yeah.
a little. It was a little late.
I usually gotta lay down with her and put
Yep,
some kind of music on her
that's what she's
TV.
doing right now. We put on Baby Mozart with the black screen. The kid got a 50-inch in his room,
Yeah.
bro. Like I never had that when I was a kid. I'm happy.
Nah, that'd be the
For
day.
real.
Could you imagine watching football back as a kid though on a 50-inch
Bro.
TV in your own damn room?
Bro. I would have been.
You wouldn't get me out on a
Hell no.
Sunday.
Ain't playing video games? Hell no.
Uh, yeah, I mean, I don't really play much video games
I
anymore.
play Madden 2K. I have to.
No, I play Madden. Don't get me wrong. I'll play some Madden,
Keeps me
but
sane, bro.
I don't really. I don't get on that shit anymore. But like I said, the draft was so deep this year that you could have drafted so deep at defensive line. You could have got value in the fourth
Yeah,
round.
bro. The Ravens had a sneaky great draft too, as much as I hate to say it. The Ravens
They beat
drafted Kyle
They-
Hamilton. Mad late.
Yeah,
Mad late. Such a good pick.
14.
Then they went and got
Linderbaum.
Linderbaum. Great value. He could have been a first round pick.
Well, he was a first round pick, but they had
27.
him in the top
That's
10.
right. They had to trade for it.
They had him in the top 10.
He was not top
they had
10
him going.
material, but
That when they when before college football started though, he was the top ranked
didn't he come
offensive
from like
lineman.
South
You
Dakota
know,
State?
no, he plays for Iowa.
No, he plays for D2 school.
Linderbaum played for Iowa State.
I thought there was Linderbaum, and then there was the other one that's really close to it. I'm pretty sure Linderbaum played for like North Dakota State or North Dakota. It was D2.
I mean, I could
it's
be
D2.
wrong.
But they have him
Could
ranked
be wrong.
as like PFF has him ranked as the highest like center to ever come out the draft.
Look at me, I'm fucking googling when is Mother's Day and shit.
Here, let's see. Tyler Linderbaum. It should come right up. Should be one of the first things.
Yeah, he played for Iowa.
Iowa.
I knew
Who's
it.
the one? Anyways. Oh yeah,
No,
yeah,
because
yeah.
I watched him in
That's
the
right.
Ohio
He's
State game and he got beat up.
he went to the same college as James Daniels. Him and James Daniels both went to Iowa. Who we just got.
Yo, I told you
Yeah,
though.
you're right.
I had Howell over fucking Willis, man, and look what happened in the draft. It went exactly how we thought. Pickett, Howell,
Wait,
Willis.
what?
Those were the three quarterbacks.
Howell didn't go till the 5th or 6th.
Oh, what? The Cincinnati
Ritter.
quarterback went over him. Ritter.
Yeah,
That's who.
you know,
Yeah.
that's who I wanted the Steelers to trade back and get. But Pickett
They
was
got
good.
Pickett.
I
I
didn't think
mean-
we were gonna land him. I didn't think he was gonna be there. To be honest, I thought it was gonna go Willis.
No. Yeah.
Willis, Pickett, then Ritter. That's what I thought it was gonna go. Well,
Dude.
I thought actually Pickett was gonna be picked before Ritter, so I thought it was gonna go Willis,
Ritter.
Pickett, Ritter, and we were gonna trade back and still get Ritter, which we could have did, but the Steelers knew something that we didn't know, being around, him every day.
I want to know what the red flag is with Willis. I think it's the whole Jamarcus Russell comparison
How?
when it comes to studying game
what
film.
they said he's lazy with it.
Yeah, he's lazy. You know what I mean? Like he doesn't show. He shows the gifted ability on
His
the field,
Wonderlic
but
test was
as
great.
for
Compared to
I know,
yeah,
but
I know.
you can't
that
judge a
don't mean
player.
nothing. Kenny Pickett scored like
We
an 18
said
or
that,
something,
you know what I mean?
19.
Yeah, we can't. You can't really go off that test. It's all about how you're gonna produce in the fucking
Yeah,
film room, on the field. I mean, the Raiders gave this motherfucker Jamarcus Russell blank tapes, sent him home, And this motherfucker came back and said, "Yeah, coach, I watched the blitz packages on the tape, and the tapes
Yeah, I
were
heard.
blank." How you do
I
that?
heard the
That
reason
means
why
you
he
have to.
started like playing really bad though is because he started sipping lean. I heard that's what happened.
He's getting
Yeah,
fat.
that's why he got so big. Is because he was sipping lean, getting all yerked out. Because lean's just big, just a liquid Percocet or heroin, whatever you want to consider it. But yeah, he was sipping
Right.
lean and was getting fat. But Jamarcus, he had so much red flags anyway, bro. But I believe if he didn't go to the
Ah,
Raiders, he could have actually did something great. It's because he went to the
the
Raiders.
Raiders were at one point the Raiders were one of the
Not
best
that
teams in
time.
football.
For that
No,
time, they were bad for like
no.
15 years, like 3-13 bad. They went through.
Yeah,
They got an old washed up Dante Culpepper, an old washed up Aaron Brooks, an old washed up everybody. Like after Rich Gannon, they were just in purgatory, quarterback purgatory. You know what I mean? And they just started getting back around to being good, and then look what happened with Coach. And that, yeah, did what he do? Yeah, it was messed up. I'm mixed. I get it. Like it was like he did say some messed up things, but he's more of a bigot. I wouldn't say
no.
he's a racist. He's more of a bigot, but a lot of white people are. I mean, he ain't, especially the owners. He's just playing the game that they all
Oh, hands
play.
down. Oh, hands down. Hands down.
But I don't think he should have been
I
fired
mean,
for that.
still,
They should have asked his team, "Do you guys feel
no.
some type of way about this?" And if they said yeah, then yeah.
Well, did his players stick
Yeah,
up for
they all
him, or
stuck
did
up for
they
him.
like? All right, it wasn't like a
No.
whole like what Urban Meyer thing, right? Where
Oh
like the
hell
players
no!
hated
But
him.
Urban Meyer's he's a dick, man. Damn, excuse my French.
He's a
He's a
pervert.
dickhead, bro. Like he thought he did
Pervert too.
something great in the pros. Like, bro, sit your ass down. You won, yes, you won national championships in college. This is in college, and you're
Right.
not Nick Saban. It's not like you're Nick Saban. Nick Saban,
Well, I mean, Nick Saban is a college coach. He can never do
yeah,
anything in the
look what he did
NFL.
with the
He's
Dolphins. Nothing.
nothing
But
at
I
all.
think Nick, if Nick
There's
Saban came
coaches.
back, he would have a better career than he would. I don't think. I know he would have a better career than Urban Meyer would.
You think?
100%, bro, because he's like Bill Belichick
Well,
of college football.
even now he's got a better NFL career than Meyer because Meyer didn't even coach a
Bro,
full
he didn't
year.
even win like 2 games. No, he did coach a full year back
No.
in the day, but he lost. Yeah, but he
Did
lost all
he?
those games too. I think he won one
That's
game
insane.
that his first season, and then he got fired.
How you? How are you the coach for the Jaguars? Right, one of the one teams that suck. That's under the microscope
But
all the time because
listen to this about the
everybody wants to
Jags.
see the Jaguars
The
do well.
Jags actually have good ownership.
Oh, well, no doubt.
That Indian dude, Khan, the guy whose son owns
Right.
AEW, and I think his other son is part of the WWE.
Oh, you might be right.
I know there's two Khans. I know one's for WWE and one's for AEW. But either way,
Right, but they can't find a coach down there.
yeah. Well, no, they did have Tom Coughlin, your guy's coach, for a minute, and he did well there.
What? Yeah, and then he got super old, and he was just like, "Screw
He
this."
went to them after you guys. No, he was there first. Then he went to you guys. Then he came back.
Yeah, I think he was. I think he was in the front office the whole
Oh, the
time
second
though.
time he came back. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
because he retired a
Yeah, because
Giant.
him, I know two coaches that were really good that were there at a time. Tom Coughlin and Jack Del Rio.
And Jack Del
That
Rio.
Jack Del Rio was
Yeah.
that dude. He was that dude. I don't even know why he's not in the league
Yo,
still. He should be doing something.
he's got a nasty
Yeah, I was about to say
defensive
that
mind.
3-4. Woo,
Yeah,
woo,
the way he created that defensive scheme with other
bro.
coaches, like,
That's a slept-on coach right
dude,
there.
that's
Shout out
insane.
Jack Del Rio.
But yo, you know what it was? They always had a solid
All-around team.
nose
An
tackle.
all-around team.
Right, right, and it was just trying to put the pieces together to flow with what he's trying to run,
Yeah.
plus what his offensive coordinator is trying to run. Because remember, he was always a
Yeah.
defensive coordinator, so he's not having to listen to an offensive coordinator. He's got to worry about one thing and one thing only. That's how the defense goes. Now, as you transition into being a head coach, you have to listen to the minds of your other coaches because at the end of the day, you win or lose in the trenches. So if your offensive coordinator is not putting up points for you, it's a problem.
Facts. I
It's a
agree.
problem.
Yeah, well, like certain coaches like Mike Tomlin, Bill Belichick, Mike Vrabel, a lot of them, even though they're not offensive coaches, they make the final call no matter what.
Well, yeah, but they also have offensive coordinators that are well-established offensive coordinators.
Yeah,
Like they don't these offensive coordinators that come in know what the fuck they're doing because they've been doing it
for so long.
for so
Yeah,
long. Why do you think the Giants went with Marty from the Ravens to take that
Schottenheimer.
defense to the other level? No, or was it who was it? Marty, what the fuck is his last name? It's a weird, different
Wait, I'm
last
gonna look it
name.
up. He's still on your coaching stuff.
He's the defensive coordinator
All
for the
right,
Giants right now.
Giants.
Whit Marty Wig or some shit.
Let's see. Giants defensive coordinator. No, it says Patrick Graham.
No, that's wrong.
Oh no,
He's not. He left when
Don
he
Don
left.
Martindale.
Yeah, there you go, Don Martindale. He was a Ravens defensive
Oh,
coordinator. You know what I mean?
was he a
So
DC there, or was he like a? Oh, right here, 10 season with the
no,
Ravens.
he was the defensive coordinator. He was the
He
defensive
did
coordinator.
4 with them as so he was probably an assistant there, and then he became the defensive coordinator for 4 years, and then what? He came to y'all right after.
Yeah.
Wow, I'm surprised they let him go. So
Cabal
who's
brought
their
him
new
in.
defensive coordinator? I need to find that out.
I, I have no idea. But you already know that defense is going to run through Harbaugh because
Oh
Harbaugh is a
yeah, just
defensive-minded head
like our
coach.
but one thing I gotta say about us right now, like bro, our defense is gonna have a historical great year right now. We have Terrell Austin, who we just promoted. Like I love Butts, man, but Butts he was just like a cover guy. He did write up this to help with the schemes because he was Dick LeBeau's
Yo,
defensive line or linebackers
you know what
coach.
I like? You know what I like most about the
Hmm.
Steelers? They fucking fooled the Dolphins for Micah Fitzpatrick, dude. They
And now
fooled
they
the
got him.
Dolphins
Now
for
they got
that
his
guy.
coach back too.
Right?
For us.
They got Micah for
Well, a
nothing.
first.
What'd they give up?
A first.
Okay.
That's it though.
I feel like Fitzpatrick is worth at least two
Oh yeah,
first
if
round
you look
picks.
what happened with Adams when he went to Seattle. What they gave up a lot for him. I think it was a first,
Oh, that's what I'm
a third, and
saying.
then like a second.
They gave up.
Like different drafts, but
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's why the Jets had such good draft
oh
picks this
yeah,
for
that's
the
right.
last 2 years. Okay, so did they swing and miss on that left tackle Becton? Yeah,
Back
absolutely.
then.
That kid is
What for the
lazy. Like
Jets?
he yeah, their left tackle, he came in when the Giants drafted Andrew Thomas. They took him at 10 in
Okay,
2019. Yeah, 2019. Andrew Thomas right now is the second best tackle to come out of that draft.
and they took him.
All the other first round tackles there have either been cut or aren't in the NFL anymore
Damn,
because they pretty much ate themselves out.
damn. What they got?
Like the tackles that were drafted this year, they were big boys going into the combine. Evan Neal weighed in at almost
Yeah, but he's
410
also
pounds.
like 6'8". He's a big guy.
He's 6'7". But now look at him. He's 6'7" and weighs almost 390,
Oh yeah,
385. Like, my
he went
man
to
is
college at Bama,
cut.
right? Yeah, Bama.
Yeah, he went to
Yeah,
Bama.
he
Yeah.
knows that he has to. Where'd he get drafted to?
Got drafted to the
Oh yeah, y'all
Giants.
drafted him. That's right.
We took him at
As
7.
long,
See, that's what the
nah,
whole
he's
thing.
very mature for his
Huh?
age. I think he might have been he was a
Right.
senior, right? So he's
Mm-hmm.
22. Yeah,
Yeah, he's 20.
he's he's gonna be a
Theo,
star, bro. He's an immediate plug-in star.
Kayvon, dude, he's got Michael Strahan called him the night of the draft and said, "Look, you're coming to New York. I'm gonna be your mentor."
Oh, you're talking about what's his name?
Theo.
Yeah, what's his last name? Thibodeau, or I can't say it.
Yeah, it's Kayvon. It's
Oh yeah,
Kayvon Thibodeau.
Thibodeau. And there was two
Yeah.
guys with that last name. Bro,
Mm-hmm.
what are the chances?
But
One's
yo,
white, one's black. What are the chances
I,
of that happening? Makes no sense. Like they,
I'll take Strahan mentoring our first round
bro,
defensive line.
he went
You
top
know.
5, right? No, top 10.
Mm-hmm. Top 5. He went to the Giants at
So
5.
y'all had two back-to-back picks? Oh no, y'all had
We
him,
had
and
5,
then
7.
Neil was 7, right?
Yeah, we had 5 and 7, and then the Panthers picked 6. Remember, we thought Willis was
Yeah,
gonna go to the Panthers or the Falcons in the first round,
bro, how crazy
and
was
then the
that?
Saints, And then the Saints made a move in the first round, and I was like, oh shit, here
Yeah,
goes
we're like, oh,
Willis.
he ain't gonna be a Steeler.
Nah, he's
Lord
gone.
behold.
And then, dude, the Falcons and Saints had like 6, 7 chances after the first round to draft your boy Willis, and they said, nah.
Yeah, that's wild, bro. I can't believe.
He goes, dude, you see what Ryan
No,
Tannehill
oh
said?
yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't. It's not my
He
job to
was
mentor
asked.
him.
He was asked if he's gonna
Mm.
mentor Willis. He's like, it's not my job.
From what I heard, though, because Mike Tomlin talked about it, because they said, "Oh, is Mitch? Do you think you're gonna have another situation like Ryan Tannehill in Tennessee with Mitch?" And he's like, "I think they misconstrued Tannehill's words. I think he was pretty much saying I'm paid to be a quarterback. Mentoring is not in my job description,
Right.
but you know, like."
You don't have to physically mentor
I mean,
the
does
new
it
guy.
matter? Look
All
at
you have
Aaron
to do
Rodgers. He
is
wasn't mentored by Brett Favre, and he learned a lot.
right. All you got to do is show him how to be successful in a
I
faster
mean, you're going to be
game.
on the scout team anyway, and you guys are going to have to work together anyway.
Right. You're just gonna have to tell him like, look, this is the way stuff runs here. Like you can't just think you're the person that's gonna win the game. That's all you need to
I
tell him.
think
And what they do with that information as a quarterback is on
exactly.
them.
I think Mason's going to end up being traded for like a fourth rounder, fifth rounder, come first
Mason
week of
Rudolph.
the season. Yeah, I think what's going to happen
I'm
is,
surprised. I'm surprised y'all kept him after the whole Miles.
bro, he
What's
definitely
his
didn't
name?
drop the N word. No way. No way. I
No,
don't see it.
I don't think that. I don't think
Miles
that.
Garrett
I
was
don't
trying to
think
use
that.
that as collateral or as a comeback because he knew he effed up. He took his helmet off and
Never
swung it
in my
at him.
life have I seen pro athlete rip another pro athlete's helmet off
And
and
if you ever
swing it
hear
at him.
Miles Garrett talk, he's like the nicest guy in the world too.
No, I know he is. He really is. So I mean, you wonder,
Sounds like he's
like,
on juice
I
or
don't
something, bro.
right, but like, did he misconstrue something Rudolph said as, you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
probably.
Like, I mean, there's not very many words that sound familiar to that, you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So, but like I said, something else could have been said. He was just, it was the heat of the moment. I mean, stuff
Yeah,
was
I
getting
doubt
tense
he
that
said
game,
something racist. He probably said "fuck you" or something.
right?
Like,
It just pissed
yeah,
him
that's what it
off.
seemed
Like,
like.
fuck you. Oh, what?
But it wasn't even like a big deal. What happened is Miles hit him late, and
No, I know.
Mason was like, "Yo, bro, like what the f?" You know what I mean? He definitely said something to him because Miles or Mason is, even though he's a pretty white boy, he's with the shits from what I heard. Like he yelled, like he
No,
demands
I know.
respect. And
Do you blame him?
oh yeah, I mean, look, bro, he was a beast in college. People forget Mason won awards in college. Him and
What did he play for? Oregon State?
no Oklahoma State.
Oklahoma
Yeah,
State. There you go.
him and James Washington were dogs, bro.
There you
They
go.
were like
They were like
yeah, and they
best
were like
friends.
I think they're number one in college football history for like the tandem, like Ben to AB, Peyton to Marvin Harrison, like that type of connection. I think they're number one in college history because they played all 4 years together at Oklahoma State. They're at least top three.
Yeah, how about D? We got D Hop. Oh, yo, somebody said you forgot to tag him.
Ooh.
I have no idea. Amanda?
Oh, we're only talking sports. I didn't know you wanted to hear about sports, Amanda.
Yeah,
This ain't a regular
you
episode.
gotta make stuff known. But nah, D Hop getting suspended, dude. I think 6 games is too long.
He seems not to care much.
Yo, he said to him, he was like, yeah, dude, his interview was just so
Yeah.
bland. You're just like, man, you really juicing D Hop? Like, you one of the best receivers in the game.
He
Don't do
said
me dirty
that
like
he said
that.
didn't he say it was by accident? Like he just took something that
Yeah, he says he always watches what goes in. Typical, like, oh, I got caught statement.
yeah, most of them
I
say
always watch
like
what.
I accidentally took something that was on the supplement list and I didn't know.
You know what the statement reminded me of is what's that dude's name from the Browns that keeps getting suspended?
Josh Gordon, the pothead.
Yes. Yeah, like can't you just stop
Nah,
smoking
bro.
pot or get a drink, my guy?
We should not be on the banned list. 100% not.
Well, I don't think it
No,
is
it's not
after the new
anymore. But
CBA.
it's really BS that all the
Right.
guys had to suffer for it. Martavis Bryant, a Steelers wide receiver, who was
Oh
a
yeah, yeah, yeah. They
he
did
was
him
great.
wrong. They only gave him two chances.
Well,
They
we
only
knew
gave
he
him
was
two
going to get
chances.
suspended again, so we traded him to the Raiders, and then the Raiders were stupid, and he was good though.
Man, the Raiders have no luck at wide receiver, dude. Hopefully, Devontae Adams
Oh,
comes
you
in
know
there
him
and
and
does
Derek
his
Carr
thing,
were
man.
college teammates, right?
Oh yeah, yeah. They both played for Fresno
Yep.
State.
So, bro, he's
Yeah,
gonna be
I was
nice.
watching
He's
highlight.
got the sauce, bro.
I remember, I remember watching the game when Derek Carr threw for six
Bro,
touchdowns.
the Raiders are going to be good next year. Like the AFC is gonna be so bad, so hard. Like it's gonna be, there's gonna be a 10-7 team that don't make the playoffs.
You think the Raiders? You think the Raiders of all AFC teams is gonna
No, I
come
don't think
out
they're gonna
and
win
go
their
over that hump
division.
though?
I don't think so. I think that
What do you think? What do you think? What do you think they're at? Eight and nine, nine and
no,
eight,
they're
10 and
gonna go
7.
11-5 or 11-6.
Well, it's
Yeah,
11
eleven
and
and six.
6
They're gonna go
now,
eleven
Bubba.
and six. But the Chargers
All right,
or
where you see?
Chiefs are gonna go 12-4 or 5.
No, the Broncos are winning that division,
Oh, bro,
hands down.
Russell Wilson couldn't even win in Seattle.
Yes, he could.
Where was he the last 2 years?
Oh my God,
But the
hurt.
games he
I'll
did
give him
play,
that. He
he
was
did
hurt.
not win most of them.
You can't, as a quarterback, you can't step properly with turf
Okay,
toe.
but
Give
what
it or
about
not.
last year? All right, he was an MVP candidate last year, but what did they do?
It's the defense. That defense ain't the Legion of Boom no more.
Bro, it's not just that. It's not, you can't win it. You can't win, but just him. He, like, the Broncos got some weapons, but when the season hits, everyone's gonna realize it's Jerry Jeudy, Sutton, and who else?
What's that? Noah
Noah
Fant.
Fant got traded.
Did he really? I forgot about that. You
Yep.
right,
He's a Seattle
man.
Seahawk now.
All right, you
But
right
they
then.
like Patrick,
You
his
right.
backup Patrick. He's pretty good too. But that's not the
Oh, I
point.
forgot he was in.
They,
I forgot he was in
I
the
think that
Russell
actually, I
trade.
do think they're going to be decent, but they're going to do what they always do. They're going to win 5. They're going to lose 3. They're going to win 3. They're going to lose 4. That's what they do, bro. Now I
Yo,
think
you know
they'll be
what? I
a wild
honestly,
card contender, but I don't think that he'll probably win a chip there. I'm not saying he's not going to win a chip there, but it's going to take time. It's not going to be an overnight thing.
nah, he's
They
33
think
years
they're going to
old though,
plug him
man. How
in
much?
and he's going to come in and throw 60 touchdowns and run for 20 and they're going to win a Super Bowl. No, bro. Come on. Peyton didn't even win for 2
So you
years.
got the Raiders over the Broncos
Yeah,
right now.
100%. 100%.
Oh, that's.
And they picked up
I'm.
what's his name on defensive side? Chandler Jones, right?
Oh, you're
Yeah.
right. All right. So listen, it's gonna be close between Denver and Oakland. I can
Nah.
give you that. I see
They'll
Oakland on
split the
top. You
games
know?
just because they know each other. You know how that is. Divisional games. They'll
Right.
split
It's
the
a,
games, but I think Broncos are probably gonna go 9-9. Or wait, no, not 9-9,
yo,
nine and
you
eight.
guys think you guys could top? You could top the Bengals this
I don't
year?
know. We're gonna make the playoffs, but it's gonna be by a hair again. And I don't know if it's gonna be Mitch
Yeah.
or Pickett. I think that Mitch
So you
starts
think because of
early.
your quarterback situation right now, you guys are gonna get in by the skin of your teeth?
It's not about the quarterback situation. Mason could start, and we'd still get in the same way. Our defense is going to be
Yeah.
top 3, and we manage games. Mike Tomlin is going to, and we have Najee Harris and a rebuilt offensive line. We're
He said we've managed
we
games
and
for
we have
sure.
weapons now on the offensive side. We have,
I
bro.
think I think you guys
Listen to
just
this receiving core, right? Peep this. This is how sneaky good the Steelers just got the receiving core overnight. We got Deontay Johnson, Chase Claypool,
right. I love
Pickens,
Chase.
who some think could have been the best wide receiver in the draft.
Yeah, he
You
was
know what I
there.
mean?
He was
Now we
there.
got Miles Boykin.
But like you
Miles
said,
Boykin is a backup.
right.
Calvin Austin III, that we got from Memphis, who had 11 touchdowns last season in college and had 2 back-to-back 1,000 yards. He's 5'9" and runs a 4.32. He's like another AB Deontay Johnson type wide receiver. You know what I mean? We love taking them type of guys.
Right.
Smaller college.
Who's your starting tight end? Freeman still?
What? Yeah, of course he is. He was a rookie last year, and he put up 8 touchdowns
All right,
and
good.
500 yards
Good,
as a
good.
rookie. bro.
Yeah,
He might
that's
be.
solid.
I don't want to disrespect him because like he's the greatest tight end in Steelers history, and until Firemouth could like consistently do this, but he's better than Heath Miller was at this point in his career.
I knew
He's
you were gonna
better than
say
he
Heath.
is
I knew you
was
were
at
gonna.
this point. Heath, I think, already won a Super Bowl though. I think
Yeah,
he did. He won a Super Bowl his rookie year.
yeah, he
But
did. They played the
yeah,
Cardinals that year.
but I mean that wasn't like the only thing.
It wasn't on
Yeah, like
him.
he only
It's
had
not
like
like he came
400
out.
yards and like 6 touchdowns. He wasn't the Heath we all know right now. Or you know what I'm saying? Or
Right, catching
Heath,
everything
yeah,
that's
the
thrown his
legend.
way.
But he
Yeah, my man caught everything.
Pat is definitely way further than Heath was at this point in his career. You know what I mean? Being a rookie, young, and he came out as a junior. A lot of people don't know that. He came out as a junior, so he's a year younger. He was only 21 last year. So
Right, didn't he?
Penn State, baby Gronk,
Yeah.
that was his nickname.
So the Bengals got y'all numbers though. You
I
think they're
mean,
winning the division?
I won't say all that. They beat us 1 year, but they do have the better team right now. The Bengals took our blueprint. They went and got a young coach. They went and got a new quarterback who had the sauce. They didn't mess this one up. You know what I mean?
Dude, I'm telling you. Look, mark my words. Go back in my Facebook posts and stuff like that
Like you
on
couldn't miss with
Facebook and
Burrow,
read
bro.
like
He was that good.
I called him a bust.
What? How? How could you think he was a bust?
I called him a fucking bust.
You're crazy.
Because he played for LSU, man. They don't have good
You
quarterbacks
can't say that
in the
anymore
NFL.
because it doesn't matter anymore.
No,
Like Ohio
obviously
State isn't known for producing quarterbacks or running backs, but they have a few that Haskins could have been great if he didn't go to Washington at first and didn't have rest in peace.
100%. But like I said, you could go back into my statuses, and I literally
Damn.
said, and I quote, you can quote me on this. I have bust written all
he made
over
it to the Super
Burrow.
Bowl his second season.
And he looked probably read my Facebook page and said,
Yo,
no.
you know he threw for 58 touchdowns his senior year. 58, or was it 60? It was 58 or 60.
I think
It was retarded. It made no sense.
He's got his best friend
And
back.
he got Jamar Chase. And that's why they made the Super Bowl
Yeah.
with no offensive line.
They were roommates in
and
college.
they just picked up Kappa from Tampa Bay. They rebuilt their line.
Yeah, they did exactly what the Bengals
They did exactly what the Steelers would have
build.
did if they were in that situation. Like, bro, I'm telling you, everybody in our division is just, they're like mini us. And now they're, but I don't want to say that. They took our blueprint and then turned it into their own thing. You know what I mean?
And then they went out and they drafted the safety in the first round to pair with Bates.
Yep.
Like
Jesse Bates, the
outta
third
here, dude.
dog.
Bates is one of the best safeties in the game.
He hits hard too.
Yeah,
But
you know what? He even said it. He said it. I want Jamal Adams money, and the Bengals won't give it to him.
He's not going to be there forever. They're going to lose a lot of talent because of that. Because they're such a small market and they're not going to be able to pay their guys. It's just not going to happen. Some people don't even think Burrow's going to end up staying a Bengal for his whole career because they're not going to be able to give him what he wants, and that's the win.
Yeah, they're in like win now type mode, man. They gotta
because of it being a small market. Yeah, that's how it goes. It ain't like a Pittsburgh small market, but I could say that it could be.
Look when they had Carson.
If they make the AFC Championship 3 years in a row, you got guys
you got revenue
now,
then,
and people will take discounts for that.
Yeah, you got revenue for that. Well, that's not, but you can't even say that because that's like the Eagles in the early 2000s when we were kids. They were winning NFC Championship game.
They were always trying to save a penny with Andy Reid being the GM too. That was their problem.
Look,
always trying to save a penny.
If Joe Burrow gets 3 seconds more on that final play of the Super Bowl, the Bengals are Super Bowl champions.
Yeah, but
he had Jamar Chase wide open.
Unfortunately, I feel like that. I hate to say this about football, but it seems the playoffs are very refs, Vegas controlled.
Right.
Now, yeah, it feels very.
We're not a big market podcast.
I'm not saying that it's completely controlled. I think the better team usually wins, but I'm saying I think they fixed the score to be close always, because Vegas.
So you think the Bengals should have got smacked?
Not smacked. They probably should have lost by 14 points.
You think 2
Bro,
touchdowns?
they were
Damn,
only 9 and
you ain't
8.
got no faith in Burrow.
They had
You ain't got no
they had no business being in there with the
you,
Rams, bro. They
yeah,
had
you
no
right.
business. The Rams had Von Miller, the best wide receiver in the last 10 years.
Super Cup.
They
Cup.
had OBJ, who did tear his ACL or whatever in the middle of
No,
the
you're
game, but still.
forgetting the biggest piece of their defense. They had
Bro, they didn't
Jalen
even have the
Ramsey,
running
bro.
back. They didn't even have the one running back. The bald one,
What's
that's
his
good.
name?
That's like the receiving.
Yeah,
Eckler. They didn't even have
Eckler.
Eckler. They lost
Yeah.
OBJ at halftime. It didn't have Eckler, and they still won. So imagine if they were 100%. And they didn't have Woods. Woods was on the roster.
No, I don't think it was Eckler. I think it was Cam Akers. They didn't have Akers
Maybe. Either way,
because they had Henderson. Because
they have three
Eckler
running
plays for the
backs. They have three decent running backs.
Eckler Eckler plays for the Chargers.
Oh yeah. You're right.
Yo, the Chargers get no
They
love,
just
man.
made some moves too. They're gonna be
Yeah.
good too, and they got the best young quarterback in the league.
Look, you know I'm biased, my guy. I hope the fucking Giants win the bowl.
Yeah, I want the Steelers to win, but I
You know what I mean? I hope my boys. I'm done
see. I
losing,
had
man.
hope that we could have actually won it last year if everything went right, but because the defense was so
Yeah,
good.
but yo, you knew after what happened the year before that, yo, like y'all came out
Yeah,
firing.
if we
11 and
didn't get
0.
beat up last year, like losing Stephon Tuitt with his brother dying, and then he missed the whole year because he was mourning, and
Yeah.
then with Tyson Alau getting injured like the first game of the year and breaking his leg.
Ugh. You guys are known for that
Exactly,
defensive
bro.
line.
That
Exactly.
it's this year. Wait, with both of them coming back, bro. Wait, and then we just drafted Leal, who is a projected first round. He was a projected late first round, early second round pick, and we got him in the third. And he's kind of like a tweener too. He's like a in between defensive tackle, defensive end. So no one really knows where we're gonna put him, but it doesn't matter where we put him because he's gonna succeed because he got Cam Hayward, Tyson Alau, and Stephon Tuitt to
Right.
learn from.
Right. So I mean, I just love how you guys run that blitzing three
Bro.
four all
And
day long.
sometimes,
You send a linebacker on
oh
ninety
yeah,
percent of
TJ's
your
almost
defensive
coming every
snap.
time, and when he don't, it's like,
Right.
bro. And before TJ, who was it? James Harrison. Before James Harrison, it was Joey Porter,
Right.
and before Joey Porter, it was Clark Hagan. You know what I'm saying? Like we've always just
You guys
had
are
dogs.
always sending. Yeah, you're always sending a linebacker, and that's great because it puts so much pressure on your other linebackers and safeties to cover
Oh yeah,
that. But it doesn't even matter because TJ Watt's first step is he's almost
oh
at the
yeah,
quarterback.
bro. Don't be surprised if TJ Watt wins Defensive Player of the Year this year again.
He should
Yeah,
have won it last
exactly.
year.
And he said he's hungry. He's like, bro, most people would be like, I'm trying to like this is good, but he wants to accomplish more. But he was like, I'm still hungry, bro. Like this ain't enough. Like we need to win.
Didn't he break Strahan's single
He
season
tied it.
sack record?
He
He
should have
tied
broke
it.
it because Tyler Huntley, the
I know.
Ravens quarterback, the last game of the year, he
Yeah.
he went to go run, but because how do I explain it? He was behind this line of scrimmage, but because he went to run, it's not considered a sack. It's considered a run for negative yards,
Oh
which is
yeah.
bullshit.
Right.
If it's behind the
Well,
line
I
of
mean,
scrimmage, it's a sack. It don't matter. This ain't college football, bro.
yeah. I mean, that's like Strahan's
Yeah,
last one to break the record. Didn't Aaron
Brett
Rodgers
Favre
just
fell
fall
on
to
the
the ground?
ground
Brett
and let him
Favre.
touch him.
Yeah, he
hmm
just fell and he touched him, and he's like, "Oh, there's
Exactly. Well,
22."
21.
I mean,
Yeah.
he would have broke it the next. He would have broke it the next
Well, you
game
gotta
anyway.
remember this.
But
People are like, "Oh, T.J. Watt had to do it in 17 games." Bro, T.J. Watt missed 4.5 games, and he
right,
got 21
well, right,
sacks.
yeah. No, I'm telling you, he could have shot.
If he
Yo,
played all
listen,
16,
if he
17
does,
games, he would have obliterated the record. He would have had like
right.
27
But
and a half.
what's one extra game, dude? Like people are so stoked on this one extra game
Well, the
being
reason
like
why
an
the one extra
asterisk.
game is really only for more revenue for the NFL. That's it.
Right, but everybody's high strung on this extra
Extra
game. Like,
playoff
hey,
game.
if anybody breaks a record now, it's got an asterisk. No, the fuck it does not.
The NFL is harder than
You
it's ever
try going
been.
out there and get You try going out there gets 2,000 yards receiving.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like,
when the NFL is completely a different game than it was back in our day. Like when we were kids,
right.
you
So
had your James Harrisons
supposedly,
and your Brian Dawkins and your Sean Taylors who just
look,
leveled
it
Ryan Clark's
back
leveled you.
right back when we were kids, it was like you really got
I
hit.
mean, and then before
Like,
that, I mean, you could literally brawl on the field and they wouldn't kick you out of the game. Like I can't tell you how much
right.
times me and Joe
But
Green punched someone in the face and didn't get kicked out of a game.
right, remember John Lynch
Joe
though?
John Lynch was a dog.
Right, that man would literally just
He's the
throw
general
himself
manager
at
of the
you.
49ers.
And
I don't know if you know that.
yeah, he's putting a good team together there too.
Bro, I don't know how. I knew they were going to beat Dallas in the playoffs last year because Dallas ain't shit.
Dallas is
Well,
Dallas.
it's
They
not just that
trash.
they're trash. It's like it's not even their coach, bro. It's the whole organization. It's like
I could say Dallas is trash because I play them twice a
it's
year.
not that. It's more like it's a mind thing for them right now because
Jerry Jones needs to take a step back and let his son come in and finally
it's
run
not
the
just
team.
that though. It's really like yeah, Jerry is the main problem because he's so in your
Yo,
face.
he flashed their draft board. He flashed it. He showed it to the media.
Nah, really.
Dude, I'm telling you, man, look it up. It's
What
all
a
over fucking
fucking
sports.
moron, bro. Like, come on.
Dude, and he had Kayvon and Evan Neal ranked as the top two players on their draft board, and just so happened the Giants took him in the
He
top
said,
10.
all right, those are my favorite players. They ain't going to become Cowboys. I mean, come on, look at the
Well, we
Ravens.
gave him
Who the
fucking
Ravens drafted is
we
everyone the
gave him
Steelers
Parsons
wanted.
last year.
Huh?
We handed them
Oh,
Parsons.
yeah.
He was literally right there when we drafted Kadarius Toney.
Yeah, mistake. But you make mistakes.
Mistake.
But, I mean, the Ravens
Mistake.
literally drafted everyone that I thought the Steelers could have got. They literally met with Kyle Hamilton twice before the draft. They knew something. They knew he was going to slip for some reason because of the top people wanted and like defensive players.
You know why? So it kind of like I kind of got into it, and I was like, oh, like I watched his combine. I
Yeah, he
forgot the
ran slow.
motherfucker ran a fucking 4.5
Yeah, he ran pretty
something.
slow.
Yeah, he was slow coming out of the
I
jump.
don't know if he did that on purpose, bro. So he fell to a good team, cause bro, Hamilton, his
Yeah, players
speed
do that.
don't look slow on tape. It
Mm-mm.
don't.
Well, he's also 6 foot
Yeah,
4.
he's lanky. He's one of them people that are faster on the field. That's just how it goes.
Right. Well, I mean, when you're chasing a ball, I'm not the fastest guy in the world, but when I'm chasing a football, there's an extra step I got there to where
I'm
I'm
not
like,
the
shit,
fastest guy,
like,
but when the cops are behind me, whew.
right. You find out how
Yeah,
real
for
quick I am
real.
when I'm taking shoes off out running that motherfucker.
But
You know?
But yeah, they also took this defensive tackle that I really wanted the Steelers to take. Like I'm happy with Leo because he was really highly ranked and he slipped to us kinda. But there was this guy, I
Right.
can't remember his name. He plays for UConn. He was their defensive tackle. He's a big boy. I think 6'4", 6'5". Like they took him in the third round. I was so pissed, bro. Like I was so pissed because he was our pick. Like I knew he was gonna be a Steeler if he was there. But right before our pick, Ravens traded mad times in that draft to jump people and make sure that they didn't get the guys they wanted.
Oh, without a doubt.
I
Without a
think they
doubt.
had
The Raiders
three
were.
third-round picks.
Yo, what's crazy is the Jets traded up, right? And they had all these draft picks in the first round, and they didn't even have to give up
Yeah,
draft capital. Like, they literally got anything they
bro,
wanted.
crazy. The Steelers didn't have to either, and that's why I think that. Nah, I don't know, bro. See, that's why it was hard to know if Pickett was going to slip. Like, you know what I mean? Like, what if we didn't? Because we were considered trading up to 15, I think, with the Texans, but
Yeah, but I think if you guys don't take Pickett right there, he's gone early second
exactly.
round.
But that's why we traded back. That's why I wanted us to trade back. Trade to like 20,
Oh, you wanted to get him
trade
late.
to like
You
28
wanted to get him
and
later.
take the guy you want. And then you get an extra second round and probably a fourth round because the teams that wanted 20, people were willing to trade way too much to get into the 20s because they wanted to take a receiver.
Well, yeah, like I said, I'm waiting to see what the Giants do with James Bradbury. I'm hoping they can restructure and keep him. But I mean, we did draft a bunch of corners.
He could be
Last
cut,
year's
but
draft, we
how
did
old
well
is
at
he?
corner.
He's young.
He's like 29.
Mm, he could be a cut candidate.
Yeah, but then we got to eat all that.
It depends on his contract, because his contract might be if you cut him, you could save
It's
like half the money
fully
or something.
guaranteed. Nope, it's
Oh my
fully
God, dude,
guaranteed.
you
He's
guys
got
have to
it.
trade him, or he's gonna have to restructure.
Yeah, he's a back end. So he was smart. Whoever his camp is, his agent and
Yeah,
stuff like that, they were smart. They were like, all right, we're gonna go out there and get you number one corner kind of money, because essentially that's what he was. He was a top free
yeah,
agent. The Giants went out and got him. They signed him to a 4 year, I think it was like 75, $80 million contract,
yeah.
which made it to where we paid him less money in the first 2 years, pretty much a prove it deal. But if we kept him after that second year, which was last year, he would have been fully guaranteed.
Damn.
Because that's what happens with cornerbacks. Like they come in, aside
Yo,
from the
did
Jalen
Stephon Gil? I didn't know
Ramsey's.
Stephon Gilmore signed with the Colts.
Yeah, dude.
How much did he get?
I think he got 1 year, like 18
Holy
mil.
shit! Damn. I mean, he's
But
worth it.
that's what I'm.
Every penny.
But yeah, but I'm saying that's a smart cornerback contract. You know what I mean? Because most cornerbacks, once they reach like 28, 29, besides the Jalen Ramseys, the Stephon Gilmores, the Tre'Davious Whites, the stud
Yeah.
corners, Micah
Well,
Fitzpatrick,
he's on a
depending
corner,
on where
but yeah,
he
he,
lines.
he'll line up sometimes there.
Right, depending on where he lines up, because hands down, that man can
Anything,
cover a number
bro.
one.
He's
Yeah, he
he's more like Ed Reed, but he's the next
right.
like great Steeler safety, which we've had two before this.
But that's what I'm saying. Besides the stud corners, you should go out there and really seek like prove it deals. Like if you're a team signing a corner like that that's at like 27,
Yeah,
28, give him that 2, 3 year deal. Make it to where it's a prove it deal the first 2 years, and if he doesn't pan out, you could cut him, trade him. But after you wait that for that third year, you're just like, well,
he,
what the hell?
I
Now
think
I'm stuck with this
he
guy's
got
contract.
20 million. He's making 20 million this year
Holy
because I think his
fuck.
dead cap from his last contract.
Is it a 1 year or a 2 year deal? I wasn't quite sure.
2023. So 2 year.
Oh, that's a 1 year
That's 2 year.
deal. No, next year is
Yeah,
2023,
but
my guy. They just signed
this
him.
year coming up is 2022, 2023, so it's going to be considered 2022. Last year was considered 21, 22. This is 23, 2,
Right, but
23. So,
he only signed a 1 year deal with the Panthers.
yeah, but look, if you can see it, I don't know. Nah, it's too bright. It says for 2 years right here. It says year one, which is the Colts. Yeah.
Oh, okay, okay,
So, it's a
okay.
2 year deal.
And so what it is, it's like an option deal, like in baseball.
Something
Like you
like
could
that.
opt to sign him,
Holy crap.
or
Let's see it.
that's a lot of money.
Yeah, bro, I didn't even know he got that because I wanted the Steelers to get him. I was hoping the Steelers somehow got him. I didn't even know he got signed. He must have did that real quietly.
It wasn't really. Well, I mean, look at the Colts. The Colts aren't really a team that goes out there and flaunts that they got our boy Nelson down there. Shout out to Notre Dame
So
out there. You know
no,
what I mean?
he.
That's go Irish.
This is what the details are. My bad. The Colts contract for new cornerback Stephon Gilmore. It's a 2 year deal worth a base value of 20 million with a max value of 23 million. It includes
Oh shit, that's
10.51 mil fully guaranteed and 14 in total guarantees. Gilmore will get a year one payout of 10.2 million. So he's not.
yeah. So it's a prove it. It's a prove it.
Yeah, because his injuries from last year.
Yeah, it's a two. It's pretty much an option deal. That guaranteed money guarantees he's gonna play 1 year, and then if the Colts cut him next year, it's only gonna be like a
Dead cap
2.5,
it.
two
Yeah.
point seven. Yeah. So that's why they front loaded it with the
Yeah, we do
14
that all
mil
the time
guaranteed.
too.
That's incentives. Yeah, that's incentives. That's pretty much, hey, you got to go out there and intercept like 5 passes for this
Yeah,
bonus.
for real.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Or you got to go out there and get like 12 pass
Yeah, you know how
defenses
the
before
Suns
you.
work. Like Juju's on like a $2.5 million contract right now that could be up to 10 million if he like gets over 700 yards. If he gets more than 3 touchdowns.
You know what my favorite part of Juju Smith-Schuster's
What?
career is?
The kick on.
when he
Perfect.
leveled the fuck out of Vontez
Of course.
Burfict.
That was such a Steeler thing to do. And I won't close the door on him
Bro,
returning someday if he can get his juice back.
yeah, he's got to get over that Achilles
He
injury.
just, yeah, bro, he just never. No way, he never had an Achilles injury.
What was it, his
This
knee?
year he broke his chest or some crap, his clavicle or something.
Yikes.
Yeah, it was bad.
You see, but that's what it is with receivers. Once they get hurt, they're scared now. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to use the word scared, but you know what I mean? Like, they like walk on eggshells, kind of. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I didn't even see that, Amanda. If you're even still watching, she said, "Sure, I need somewhere to find out what the f is going on in the NFL since watching sports on TV is about as exciting as watching a gutter drip." That's great.
Yeah. Oh, I laughed at that. Yeah, yeah,
But
yeah.
what were we just talking about? Uh, yeah,
Juju.
Juju. He had this really explosive first step his rookie year, and maybe in his second year. He got hurt when AB left that season that he was supposed to be the guy, and it was like, oh, he's got to
Yeah.
prove it. He got hurt. He had like ankle problems or turf toe, something that kept lingering, hamstring, and he just never ran the same, bro. Never since then.
Oh, I think that's what it was, his hammy. Like I
Something.
said, wide receivers with their legs
Yeah,
though.
it's real anal.
Like look at AB. Yeah, AB. He's not
If AB
like I
didn't run
we're
his
gonna get
route
back
so
to this
good,
guy.
he probably wouldn't get no separation because his speed ain't the same.
No.
Well, he was playing hurt this year,
Well,
but
listen. My man literally said, "I'm not signing with a team. I'm not getting surgery till I sign with a team." You can't do that.
he doesn't have to play football
You're a
anyway.
basket
He already
case.
knows his
Nah,
he's already one of the
bro.
greatest to ever do it.
What did he performed a rap song in front of an empty club or
Really?
some shit, didn't he?
I got a whole lot of
Yeah, I
money.
think
I got a
so.
whole lot of money. You ever heard that song?
Yeah, dude, that's what I'm
No,
saying.
he's so,
Like,
well.
how?
I heard one of his songs that wasn't too bad. It was auto tuned the crap out of, like all music is.
Yo, how cool would it be though? Like, he just seems like one of those guys you want to like get drunk with.
Yeah, I smoke weed with. Yeah,
Yeah, like you could literally look over your shoulder and see that he's shit faced and say, "Hey, B, why don't you go do such and such?" And he's fixing to
yeah,
do it.
probably. He's crazy like that.
You know what I mean? Like you can tell him to stand outside a stop sign in just his underwear, and he's out there, doing a
Yeah,
dance.
for real.
You know
Right?
what I mean? Like
AB's that dude though,
he's just
man. I wish he never left, but yeah. But I think we're gonna.
like I said, man. I loved watching the Killer Bees, even when you guys played the Giants that year. And y'all
Yeah,
had them. I tuned into that game just to see Ben, Le'Veon, and AB go at it. You know what I mean? Like, did they torch
yeah,
us?
it was
Yeah. But
nasty.
shit, watching those three guys play, yo, if those guys were still together, you guys would have been for like another 2 solid years.
He would have won a Super Bowl and retired. That's the type of player
Yeah,
he
I mean,
was.
these guys were
Ben would have went
great
out
last
once
year.
he won a Super Bowl again. He would have just went out then. He wouldn't have cared about the records, none
Y'all
of
weren't
that.
that good anyway yet, so it would have taken at least till this year to get it
I
going.
don't know. It probably would have been done. I don't know. It's hard to speculate. But let's talk about the Giants. What are the Giants gonna do if Jones don't come out or Daniels don't come out? What's his name?
Oh,
Yeah,
Danny
Danny
Dimes.
Dimes don't come out and Daniel Jones, yeah, come out and do anything this year.
Oh, we're drafting Spencer Rittler in the first
He's
round.
the first quarterback being taken. I don't know if he's gonna be.
I, we I don't think we're gonna be that bad that we
I
pick
think
in the
C.J.
top 10.
Stroud's gonna come out and light up the college world.
Oh, without a doubt, but he's gonna be the first overall player taken. The
Yeah, you
Giants
guys
aren't
aren't. You
picking
guys
that
are gonna
early.
win at least 7 games. At least 7 games.
Yeah, at least 7 games.
I'd
Yeah,
probably put you
we
more
got a
at
solid
9.
defense.
At least 9.
So, yo, our defense was ranked in the top 10 last year. We were on the field the
Yeah,
most.
that's crazy.
We just I what we need for Daniel Jones to come out and be successful is we need Saquon Barkley to come back from
Yeah,
that
be
fucking
healthy.
knee injury
Fine,
and be
bro. He
healthy.
needs to be the guy who we all thought he was gonna be. I think he sat out
Right, like
last year to make sure, like the end of the year, he probably could have came back by the end of the year. I think he sat out.
well, no, he played all year last
He
year.
played every game last year,
Played every game last
and he
year.
just
That's what I'm saying.
what
He
he
came
do? Let me
back
see his
from a
stats.
freaking knee. He came back from a knee injury last year, literally that should have taken 2 years to heal.
Yeah, that's really hard for a running back, but it's possible.
All right.
Jeez, he had a
I don't
nah.
even.
There's no
I
way he
didn't even.
played every game.
He played every game. We sucked,
Oh, that's damn 3.7 average. That's the Le'Veon Bell season for the Jets.
dude. That's what I'm saying.
He
Like
only had
we
593
can't. We
yards,
went.
bro. Oh my god.
We went out there and drafted offensive line. We went out and put a solid
He'll
defense
be back. He'll be
together.
good next year. I got him having a
Right.
bounce back year,
Like
1,200 yards, 10 touchdowns.
that's why I wanted James Cook. I wanted a Thunder Lightning type duo back there because I know
Yeah,
Saquon has two bad knees.
yeah. I mean, it, it's hard to really like. I don't know what Saquon really is. Is he more finesse or power, or is he both?
He's more.
Balanced.
He's. Look, if he didn't have bad knees, he'd go down as the best running back in the NFL.
Yeah,
He would go. He hands down. The way he runs the football
he's
is
bet. Yeah,
ungod,
when he came out.
and the way he cuts like an elusive back, like his vision's there. He just doesn't get any holes.
Yeah,
You
that was
know,
like
it's
Najee last year. Najee couldn't get nothing, and he still had 1,200 yards.
we have no offensive line. You see, that's
That
we,
was
we
us.
redid
That was us
everything.
last year.
We redid everything this year in the draft. Dude, I was pumped with every draft pick. Am I a little sus on the second round receiver? Yeah. But I know what guys that size could do now that Tyreek Hill has pretty much put it in our mind that small wide receivers could still be that
Yeah,
good.
that's definitely.
You
I
know what
mean,
I
look
mean?
at Deontay
Like,
Johnson. He's only 5'9", 5'10".
right. Like, I'm not worried about the NFL is merging into fast receivers
Yeah,
again. Like, you need to go and you need to fly down the
yeah,
field.
and guys are coming out more ready to contribute right away. Like the first ever Steelers wide receiver that I've ever seen come out his rookie year and actually put in work. Well, there's two, but Plex wasn't as crazy good as this one, but Santonio was the first one I ever seen come right out in the gate and just put in work. But he also was a first round pick.
Right. 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 That's what I'm saying. I honestly, but these guys are coming in like six times bigger than what the
Faster,
small wide receivers.
all that, bro.
Right.
Pickens is
Like
six
back in
three,
the day,
bro.
if you were under 6 foot back in the day, you weren't going in the first round or the
Yeah,
second
look
round.
at our last or was he at Georgia Tech? I'm pretty sure he was Georgia. Our last Georgia wide receiver we took was guess who? The toughest wide receiver for ever for the Steelers. You got to know who the toughest one is.
Heinz
Heinz Ward.
Ward.
He was guess what? He was picked
Yes, sir.
fourth round.
That's why I love
Go,
Heinz
bro.
Ward.
I based my whole football, like how I play football, off of Heinz Ward. He's a possession receiver who runs routes really well, will block the shit out
Not
of
only
you.
that, I was just gonna say that he's
And
nasty, dude.
he
Like he's not
sacrificed for his team. Heinz Ward could have had
right. Not only
so much more.
like having a wide receiver like that on the edge where you could run like a pitch play and you already know that
Oh,
that block is gonna be set up
exactly.
like an offensive lineman.
Bro, he's going to be coaching this year. I don't know if you know that. In the
No, where?
XFL. It's either the
Really?
XFL or the USFL. I'm pretty sure it's the XFL, though.
I think it's the USFL. The XFL has gone under again.
No, The Rock bought it. It's going to be up next year. Yeah,
Oh
The Rock
yeah?
bought it. Him and his wife bought it. Well, ex-wife, because she owns half of his money. But yeah.
Women.
Yeah, she owns half his money, but they're still like best friends, so that's pretty cool.
I'm sure. The Rock, you ever meet The
I
Rock?
wish I have. That's one of my favorite people in the world.
You've never gone to like a show or anything like a
Nah, when back
WWE
in our
dude.
day, at Valley View when I first met you, I was such a big rock fan. I used to wear a rock shirt all the time, and always do the.
Yeah, dude, they had this. I was gone for work. I forget where I was. They had like this meet and greet happening in the hotel they put me in, and him and Mick Foley were
Oh, you
downstairs in
got
the
to meet him?
lobby. Yeah, dude, Mick Foley is the nicest guy you'll ever fucking meet. You'll ever meet, dude. He's funny as hell. The Rock is a lot intimidating as shit.
Really?
Like he's as big as you see
We
him on
gotta remember
TV.
he is
He's
half
as
Samoan, so
Yeah, he is that
yeah.
big in
Well,
real
the
life.
Rock's
Yeah,
he's only like 6'3", 6'4", but I mean to us that's
he
big.
played
Defensive end at
he
Miami.
played defensive
Oh,
tackle. He played defensive
end,
tackle for the U.
end, defensive end.
Did he? Was
Yeah,
it defensive end?
Warren Sapp replaced him.
Man, man, that would have been a night watching Dwayne Johnson come off the edge, real nice.
Yeah, he was good. He was slated to be a starter, but once Warren Sapp came, it was a Riznap, and he got injured his first year when he was gonna probably start, but he got injured. Then he came back ready to start, and then Warren Sapp came and was Warren Sapp.
I think it was. I think there was only one WWE superstar that ever started in the NFL, and that was Bill Goldberg for the Atlanta
He
Falcons.
started what?
Yeah, I think he had
Oh,
to.
what? There was
I think he
injuries or
had
something.
to. Yeah, I think it was like an injury thing, and like he came out. I know
Is that
Brock
why his
Lesnar played
move
for
is
the
the
Vikings.
spear?
I think
That's
so.
funny. I tackled people, so
Oh,
my move's gonna be a tackle.
Baron Corbin played in the NFL for the
Who?
Cardinals.
Oh, Corbin.
This
Happy Corbin.
yeah, Corbin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen that.
Oh, you still be
Yeah,
watching it,
bro. What do you
dog. I
mean?
heard
I don't
that.
watch it, but I know it. I know what's going on. You know what I mean?
Yo, yeah, I watched Mania this year. You watch him at
Oh yeah, I watched
WrestleMania?
some of it. Yeah,
Stone Cold
yeah.
came out and
Beat
said I was
beat
at.
Kevin Owens. I don't even like Kevin Owens like that. He's kind of boring to me.
Nah, but like I said, man, it's gonna be a good
Yeah,
year.
yeah. We got.
You know.
I gotta get ready to go out here. I'm gonna play a little bit of video game right before I watch my TV show.
No, I felt that the wife is getting ready to take it
Yeah, I
down. So,
feel
like
that.
I said, we'll get on this whenever
Yeah,
you're
I'm gonna
ready
try to
again. All
make
right,
a
Bubba?
I don't know if Chris is gonna be on for like every episode, but I hope he kind of could be. But maybe I'm gonna try to
Right.
cartoonize all three of us and put us together like on the sports thing. If I can, we'll see how it works out. If I can get my.
Oh yeah, that's no doubt. Let me know what's going on, man. You need
All
anything, just
right,
let me
bro.
know.
God, I will see you. I don't know. We'll do this again. Hopefully next week. Maybe next Thursday. That'd be good again. Right? Today's Thursday.
We got a big game coming up on Tuesday, so Tuesday's out
Yeah,
of it.
that's fine. I mean, I don't mind Thursdays. Thursdays are good.
Yeah, we got roughed up tonight, so I need my guys to come out firing
Yeah.
Tuesday.
Shout out to your team, man.
We got no hit
Shout out to
tonight.
the team.
We got no hit tonight. All right,
All
man.
right, bro.
Peace
God,
out.
peace.